The Christmas story is not what you think it is. What do you mean? The Christmas story is not what you think it is. Now, I've noticed that through the years, last 20 years maybe, that people are getting more and more aware that what we recognize and see as the nativity scene about Christmas is not really accurate. And I've done a little bit further study through the years, and even real specific study this last week on the manger and the swaddling clothes. And I don't know if I'm going to bring it out in this video, but that truth, man, was amazing. It's what I preached on this morning. But just some thoughts. I try not to waste time, and so when I'm heading home or whatnot, I try to make videos. I feel led to make videos to help you. But as far as Christmas goes, it's not anything the Bible endorses. It's nothing that God ever told us to remember. We are to remember His death and resurrection. But He doesn't give us any instruction on remembering His birth. And Christmas as we know it was started by the Catholic Church. And the Catholic Church through the history is just known for proselytizing and going into communities and cultures and adapting their culture to their religion and making it look that way. So Catholics are not Christians, but a lot of times it says, that's how they were Christianized. But Catholics are not Christian. There might be some Christian Catholics, but as a whole, as a religion, it is not. And that's where the Christmas thing started, Christ Mass. And so I'm sure most of you all know that. But there's just things that they have incorporated into that. Like the wise men were not there at his birth. That came later, even up to 2 years later. Don't know exactly, but by the time they showed up, they were at Joseph and Mary's home and a young child. Jesus was a young child. The Bible doesn't say there were 3 wise men. It talks about there being 3 gifts, but not how many wise men. We know there had to have been at least 2. We don't know if there was 2 or 25 or more. Okay. The whole manger scene, the barn scene, the animals and all that's probably not accurate either. Most stables during that time were done in caves and different things like that. There's just some things to consider. And I'll make another video about the truth I believe I uncovered. Not me uncovered, but just through my study and what other folks have studied through the years. A very interesting and, I believe, a biblical truth about the manger and swaddling clothes. But I just wanted to put something out there for you to think about this Christmas season. And, it's not all that, it's not a biblical concept. And that being said, I believe you ought to struggle with whether you should celebrate it or not. And there are groups of religions and people that do not celebrate it, and they have a valid reason not to celebrate it. I did that for at least a couple of years, as I recall, didn't celebrate it at all. And I believe there's room for you to at least struggle with it, but then make your decision where you're going to land. And so I believe it definitely has become commercialized. That being said, I don't have to get wrapped up in that. I still love the season. I still love my family, even though my wife divorced me, and it's not like it used to be, and I hurt. I still buy presents for them, and they come over, and I do what I can. And I love the season. I love spending that time with family, and I love the decoration. I love putting up the trees. I love all that stuff. But I believe it's a good time to reflect on the birth of Jesus Christ. And the fact is that God did send His only begotten Son into